about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish you well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay their bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhyme, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see much best though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. 56, 56. 56, 56. Switch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Slam. Check. Alert. Kill. Hey, turn it out. He's checking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check 31. Jim. Check 24. 49. Check. Hey, hold. Half.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And the Bills' first down.
Hey, 19. Gun. Get that gun. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Tighten up. Hey, Foxtrot. 45 to Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, tight. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Shit. All 52. Go.
Allen from the gun on third down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. 480. 49 to Mike. Hey, tight. You go tight. 26.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mike, 49. Don't get nervous. 49, guys. Mike, 49. 26.
On second and 12, Prescott fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now a give, right side. Gibson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Bills.
Check. 180.
On first down, it's Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And the catch made by Hilton. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They will run with Grant. Oh, look at the juke. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. He's coming. Double up, double up. Here we go, going to 54. 180. Switch. Check. Here we go, going to 54, going to 50, 26.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's running. Here we go, 180. You got it. You got it. Here we go, 47. Under. Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. This is Grant. He'll have a chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy. and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Shit, and he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Allen on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Right there, 56. Yeah. Here we go, 47. Check 3, check 2 up front. Shift, watch the shift.
On second down now, it's Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I'm on. Big ass. Kill. Check. Undercrush. Hey, alert 3.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Shy of the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Max 56. Watch the screen.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
There you go. Mike, 49. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check. There you go, go to 54, go to 54. Line 26.
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Second and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To the air. Allen taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded at the 6. 5 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's our time. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that. Pass 85. Pass 85. 45.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Watch Mike, watch Mike.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that one results in 35 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Kill, turn up. No, it's the 6. Pull it. Now. Twist. Hey, we're going to 53. Watch the edge. 26.
They go back to Grant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 56. We're going to 54.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
First down, Buffalo.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Motion. 45. Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rush in.
They'll run on first down. Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
You ain't got nothing. 49, guys.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. We're going to 54. Why here? 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hatch it. Hatch it. 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Why here? 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Check 47. Check 31. Check 31. Jam him. Jam him. Jam. Check 64. Wait. 49. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Lions 26.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Grant. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception,
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some.
Great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah, baby.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Panthers 42, Bills 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back.